Hey, it's Mark Ferguson with Investor More, and I am back at the Liquor Mart, Mini Mart, and apartments that I bought earlier this year. So this property has been very interesting. Last week we showed you the apartment upstairs we're remodeling, and today we're going to show you the inside of the store as a Liquor Mart and talk about how well the new manager has been doing, if things are improving, and go over some of the sales lately too to see if they are up or down. As always, we love the likes, love the shares, love the comments. Keep those coming. And we have tidied things up outside a little bit. It looks a lot better now. Although there was some drama from that, if you can believe moving a table caused drama. There was a Facebook post in the town talking about how we got rid of the table and we're trying to hurt the community. Like, we just moved it away from the entrance. We're not getting rid of it. So hopefully everything cools over. Here is the inside of the liquor store. So we've been trying to improve things, and like I said, we have a new manager. I had a video a couple weeks ago about how our other new manager did not do a very good job. Had to let him go. Now we have a new manager, and Nikki and I have been working with her and just trying to really declutter things. Like, I felt like we were there today, and there's just so much stuff everywhere and things in front of the counter. We'll show you here in just a second, and things on the top shelf that it was hard to know where to look and to even see all the product. And so kind of our goal was to make it so that you knew where stuff was that was for sale, and to take things out that weren't for sale, because we had a lot of decorations and different things that I think weren't super important, and we tried to improve that and fix that. Here you can see before we got there what it looked like with plants and boxes and kegs and different things. And then on top we had all kinds of different bottles. None of those are for sale, they're just decoration. And so we moved the kegs up there. Now you can see the signs, and I think it just looks a lot cleaner and nicer. So we'll see if that translates into more sales or not. But I think just making it easier to see stuff, just even for my own mind. I kind of walked in there before and it's just like overwhelmed with just lots of different stuff. And hopefully this simplifies things a little bit. I know some people don't think like that. They like lots of stuff everywhere. Some people don't like the stuff everywhere. So we still have quite a few things on the shelves, as you can see. We've worked to keep improving inventory, make sure we have lots of liqueurs, lots of whiskeys, lots of tequilas, lots of vodkas, lots of rum, a little bit of gin, and then we're trying to improve our wine selection here as well. We're doing really, really good on whiskey. We have a lot of different whiskeys, some high-end stuff now that's over $100 per bottle, so I was really working to do that, and we got a new rep for one of our liquor distributors, and that really helped us get some more stuff in. So along with that, the store has been making money in theory, but because we keep buying more inventory, keep improving things, the bank account isn't really growing at all. So eventually we'll get to a point where, hopefully it's making money. We see the bank account grow. We see the hard work pay off. But we've really been putting a lot of the profits back into the store and improving it and trying to make it better. And so a lot of times you hear about Amazon and these giant companies that pay no taxes and how much money they make. Well, that's because a lot of times they're taking their profits and putting them back into the business to make it better, make it grow, and that's why sometimes you pay less taxes, because you're actually investing in the business, in the community, and I think, personally, that's a good thing. So you can see lots more beer, tons more stuff than when it first opened, and we're constantly trying to get in new stuff and different things. And just from a personal standpoint, I think it's cool if you go to a store, whether it's liquor or food or whatever, if they have different stuff and new stuff each time you go, you don't really know what they're going to have, and not just the same thing over and over again. But of course, we try to have the staples there that people will like. And if you're wondering what our number one seller is, it is Modelo, by far. By far the number one seller in the store, liquor side or grocery side. Alcohol probably accounts for, I would say, 70 to 75% of the sales. So that is definitely the biggest moneymaker there. And then this is Weld Works. This is actually brewed locally in Greeley, Colorado, where I'm from. Really good beer. Really great beer. And I think they're starting to get national now. But I showed them because they give us 4-packs, and they have so many different kinds of 4-packs. They're always coming up with new flavors and different things. But sometimes they use the same SKU of an old beer for a new one. So a little bit frustrating. We've got to keep an eye on that. But Still really good beer. You can see we have all the staples and different things here, and we're always trying to add like variety packs and different IPAs and different seasonal brews as well. I think we have a couple of Halloween, fall beers in there too. And then I always kind of check and see what we've got back here too to make sure they're on the shelves. Because sometimes we get new stuff in, the vendors will bring in new beer, put it back here. Sometimes they even put it on the shelf and it's not in our system yet. So it's really not good when you try and buy something and it's not in the system and nobody knows what the price is or what the cost is and it rings up as zero. So try to make sure that doesn't happen. The new manager's been doing a great job of keeping track of that, because that was one of our bigger issues before. And eventually we're trying to really get the inventory tied in. Everything should be in the system for price and cost, but we're still struggling a little bit with the actual number of things in the system, the count. So we're trying to get through that, and that's kind of the next step in this process, is making sure all of that is correct as well. But it's a big deal. And then here we have the store side, where we have brought in some different toys and different things. And yes, we moved a couple of the plants over there. Out of the way, we still have our fresh donuts and have new coffee choices. So our vendors, Cashwa, brought us some new coffee choices. So that was great to have. We brought in the Coke machine. We used to have Pepsi. It broke. It was going to take them months and months and months to fix it. Coke brought us a new one, trying to keep that area kind of clean and tidied up as well. And like I said, we're always having different things brought in, different products, and sometimes even the vendors on their own, even if they don't mean to, will bring us different stuff and different products because they run out of something. So then they bring us a substitute, something close to it, and we have to kind of keep track of, okay, is this a good substitute? Do we want this? Because if they bring us stuff we don't want or the wrong substitute, we can send it back. These are really cool. Those are eggs from a local Mennonite farm, organic, locally grown. They bring them to us, and they're actually, I think, about the same price as we can get regular eggs from our vendor. So that's amazing. We're trying to get as many of those. Lots of beverage choices. We're still trying to improve that, bring more of those in. And it's just an ongoing process of improvement that's been a lot of fun, a little stressful, especially for, I think, the managers at the store, trying to keep track of everything and what goes on there. Kind of my role as the owner is I usually come in once or twice a week, check on things, see if they need anything, give them ideas. They can run things by me. And then, they can always text me too and ask me questions and different things. And I'm happy to do it. I really still do enjoy having the store, and I think it's a lot of fun. I'm not sure how to scale something like this. We're low on Doritos. Frito-Lay needs to come over and get us some more chips. That's the other thing, is we have so many different vendors. Frito-Lay, some vendors deliver lots of stuff. Little Debbie stopped delivering. We're not in range of their delivery anymore. But then 7-Up, gives us a cooler. So Red Bull gave us a cooler. Pepsi gave us a couple of coolers. And so just things you learn from the vendors. Yes, they'll even give you free stuff. They'll give you free samples. They give you all kinds of stuff if you ask for it. But if you don't ask, you have no chance. All right, so let's take a look at the sales. And this is the daily sales graph from when I first bought the store in January. We shut it down for a little bit, remodeled it. Then we opened back up in February, had a horrible first day. Our computer system went down. It was a disaster. Well, we've changed a lot of different things. Things got really good there in June. Then they kind of tapered off, got good again. Then we had a new manager in place. Things really fell apart. And now things have been going better again. So it'll be interesting to see how things progress the next few months with new management, some new ideas, and different things we want to do at the store. We still want to bring in more breakfast options, more food options, more drink options, and different things. So those are the daily sales. It's much easier to see what's going on here with the weekly sales and what those look like over the course of time. So our profit margin's about 30%. We have running costs of probably $500 a day. And then you can see what our sales have been up pretty steady, but we really want to increase that here if we can in the next 2 months or so. And we do have a playlist of all kinds of videos on the store, from going over the sales in more detail, the numbers, talking about different things, getting new products and all of that. So check those out if you want to see those. We'll have more updates as we move along. Like I said, the new manager is doing great job so far. Of course, we've had to hire and fire a few people along the way. Management helps with that too. And hopefully things will just keep progressing as we keep going. All right. Thanks for watching. Love the support. Love the likes. Love the comments. Love the shares. Keep those coming. And we'll be back with much more coming up here soon.